Hey everybody, it's your friend and your guy and your favorite creator who speaks into a wig, Gardiner. Yeah, this is actually called a dead cat. Yes, that's a technical term for it. And it filters out plosives as well as the sound of this fan that's running over here that would ruin my audio otherwise. Wait, do you hear that? It's that time of the week again, everybody. It's Steam Deck news time, and there's a lot to cover, so let's just jump into it. First up, Logitech has announced that they're partnering with Tencent Games, an extension of the Chinese Communist Party and some 40% shareholder of Epic Games, in order to deliver a handheld, custom-tailored experience for cloud gaming. And one might pause to reflect on such an idea. A handheld device is meant to travel. A streaming device needs a stable internet connection in order to work. Surely the twain should never meet. And if that third grade level thought passed through your noggin, congratulations, you're smarter than 100% of the business team on this project at Logitech and Tencent. Quote, the new device will support multiple cloud gaming services, and both companies are working with the Xbox Cloud Gaming and Nvidia GeForce Now teams so gamers can play AAA games when they're away from their console or PC. Okay, maybe they are building a streaming optimized device. Maybe the handheld will be a PC with a nice streaming front end. Well, there's no technical specifications laid out in the original post, and if they're building this as a streaming only device, then it really just needs a screen, controls, a way to decode the video stream, and a network connection. That doesn't take much graphical or CPU horsepower nowadays. Heck, you could even do this on a Raspberry Pi. Anyway, my prophetic senses tell me that this is going to be a failure of a device, and that kind of sucks. Just more e-waste coming out of the communist utopia that is China. Next up, let's talk about the Steam Deck Verified program. Now, the Steam Deck has been on the market since April, and in that time, Valve has been ranking games based on their compatibility with the device. So, the deck is built from the ground up as a Linux device running SteamOS 3.3 as of the time of recording this. But many games are designed to run with Windows and not Linux. Now, Valve has developed a solution for this called Proton. It's a compatibility layer between the Linux operating system and the Windows environment that games expect. So, one of the primary dimensions of ranking here is actually based on compatibility with Proton. But many titles on Steam were built expecting the player to be sitting at a desktop computer with a 1080p or higher monitor less than 4 feet from the user. That's why there's also checks to see if in-game text appears readable on the Steam Deck. There are other dimensions too, like compatibility with a gamepad, for example. You can read more about it with a link below. Now, Valve is building a catalog of games that work well on their new handheld, and they have set forth criteria from which new games will be judged. They're basically creating a new class of PC game that can be comfortably played on a handheld. So if we look at SteamDB, we can now see that there are 4,503 titles ranked as either verified or playable on Steam Deck. That's a pretty solid achievement. There are many titles on this list too, including Dead Cells, Marvel's Spider-Man Remastered, which is a game that hasn't even released yet. As of recording this video, it's out today. Satisfactory, Celeste, Slime Rancher, Portal 2, Hades, Stardew Valley, and Bridge Constructor The Walking Dead. Now, this is a pretty impressive feat for Valve's team. Keep in mind that Valve is a relatively small company. For them to be able to rank so many games based on such stringent criteria is pretty impressive to me. So a few days ago, I posted an article over on ViewSync about how to play Stadia games on your Steam Deck. Wait, Stadia? The dead or dying streaming service from Google? Yes, but people have been asking me how to do it, so I figured I would provide a tutorial. If you're interested, you can check out the link to the article below. Alright, did you hear about this? Humble has revealed the Humble Choice Bundle for August 2022 this week, and it has 8 games that are available for a low monthly price. Now, subscribers to the Humble Choice for the month of August get access to the following games: The Ascent, Hot Wheels Unleashed, A Plague Tale: Innocence, Gas Station Simulator, In Sound Mind, Mind Scanners, Emily is Away, and Omno. Now, The Ascent, Hot Wheels Unleashed, A Plague Tale: Innocence, Gas Station Simulator, and Mind Scanners are ranked as verified for the Steam Deck, while Emily is Away and Omno are playable, and In Sound of Mind is ranked as unknown, but ProtonDB says the game is platinum for Linux compatibility. so there isn't a higher compatibility rank on ProtonDB. And that's pretty cool because even the one game that's ranked as unknown is still playable on the Steam Deck, and that's awesome. Now, let me ask you a question though. Are you enjoying this video? Do you believe in the work that I'm doing? Why not like that smash button and smash that subscribe button to stay up to date with all the cool stuff that I'm doing here on the channel? It's because of you guys that I'm able to continue growing this channel into what it is. We're trying to hit 100,000 subscribers by the end of the summer, and we're pretty close, so make sure you subscribe to the channel, and thanks. So apparently Valve has started working on rebasing SteamOS on kernel version 5.19. Now this is a big update for them, as version 5.19 of the kernel contains many updated drivers for the Steam Deck's hardware. Now, these updates were discovered by Luke Short on Twitter, and Luke is the main developer behind WineSap.os. Now, if you're not familiar, WineSap.os is a Linux distro built for gaming. It's actually based on SteamOS 3 and has many pre-installed utilities like Bottles, Discord, LibreOffice, VLC, and more. It also has Steam, of course. It has Heroic Games Launcher, Lutris, and PolyMC. It's all pre-installed for gaming. So check out Luke's tweet. Valve is currently working on rebasing their Linux kernel in SteamOS from 5.13 to 5.19. They were even testing 5.17 at one point. I discovered this last night while I was updating my Linux SteamOS and Mesa SteamOS packages on the AUR. It's pretty awesome seeing Valve update SteamOS so frequently. I love seeing that. So Marvel's Spider-Man Remastered comes out today as of the publication of this video. It's out today and I could not be more excited. In fact, I'm going to be playing with Emily on a live stream tonight. Hopefully you guys can make it. Now, the Steam Deck is an awesome device that receives constant updates, as we all know. Valve has recently switched up the Steam Deck's release channels to include the stable, beta, and preview branches. The latest release on the Steam Deck beta channel includes the following changes. They fixed styling for CJK keyboard glyphs so everything appears centered correctly on keys. They fixed recommended layouts not always showing up for the author of controller configuration. They fixed CJK font issues in SteamOS Updater when running on Steam Deck. They fixed focus issues when tapping the Show Hide Password button. And they removed the gaps between keyboards on the virtual keyboard for improved typing. And just an hour before that, Valve released another beta that had one change. They improved performance for Forza Horizon 5. That's very hard to say. It's great to see Valve pushing updates at least once a week in the beta channel while keeping the stable channel, as its namesake, stable. So that's it for Steam Deck news this week. What do you guys think? It was a pretty busy week, huh? Let me know what you think about any of the stories we talked about in the comments below. That's going to do it for now, though. I want to give a special shout out to Glenn Steen, one of my top tier Singularity members. It's because of folks like Glenn that I've been able to continue to grow the show into what it has become today. If you believe in the work that I'm doing and you want to help the show grow, you can use the links below to become a patron or a YouTube member. And thanks. But that's it for now. I hope you all have a blessed day, and I'll see you guys in the next one.